Coming up on This Week in Procurement, buyers are spending like they're allergic to downtime, and if you're not positioned as the fix-it-now vendor, you're already behind. 5 opportunities that you can move on right now, and what's your choice? Federal, state, or local? We'll answer that question later. Welcome to This Week in Procurement, your weekly outlook on state, local, and education government contracting opportunities. I'm your host, Abby Souffrant. Let's get into the top 5 opportunities that stood out this week. First up, out of the state of Mississippi, we have a vending machine contract. Now, this is not a complex facilities contract. It's pretty straightforward. You place it and maintain it. So basically, they're looking for you to install the service machines, manage restocking, handle maintenance, and submit everything electronically. This is the best fit for our vending operators and our facility service firms. And so the signals for the buyers that are in this particular industry is they're looking for facilitators or vendors who provide end-to-end support. Next, we have a contract that's out of the state of Washington, and this is for pilot basic needs support. This contract includes structured assessments, client case plans, monthly navigation updates, and documented coordination with caseworkers. So this is a great fit for our nonprofit organization as well as our case management providers. And the signals that these agencies are putting out there is that the state is testing out a new model to see if it can grow into a multi-year program if providers hit their metrics. Next, we have a contract that's out of the state of California for beach safety and ocean conditions dashboard. Now, this is not a standard website. This is a real-time public safety product. So they're looking for you to be able to aggregate multiple data feeds, report surf and hazard conditions, support multiple languages, and host a platform for 1 year. So this is best for our SaaS integrators and our civic tech teams. Now, the signals that these agencies are giving is that they want to prioritize vendors who can provide reliable API performance. If you want access to these hand-selected contracts that you can bid on right now, join us in our Under Contract Academy. Next, we have a contract that's out of the state of New Jersey for an art master plan service with a $7,500 budget. So this is an art contract that includes actionable public art strategy that is aligned with Main Street principles, ADA accessibility, and historic preservation. So this, of course, is a great fit for our artists, our art planning consultants, and our lean urban design studios. So what these agencies are signaling for these art designs is they're looking for a quick turn engagement where they can streamline facilitation, and that beats heavy processing any day. And finally, our last contract is based out of the state of Ohio for life skills education training services. This contract includes training about 20 staff members using social emotional language and financial literacy curriculums. They also want career discovery tools and a hybrid digital plus hands-on format that is delivered on site. So this is a great contract opportunity that is best for our training firms and our workforce development providers. Now, the signals for those that are in this industry is that the agencies want to buy turnkey curriculums that already produce measurable outcomes. For our tip of the week, I want you guys to understand that if your contract requires proven outcomes, do not bury your metrics in paragraph 6. Lead with them. Agencies are moving fast, and if they can't see your track record in 10 seconds, they're moving on to the next vendor. Now we'll take a look at our big picture. From February 6th to the 12th, there were 26,790 new opportunities that were released nationwide. So that signals 2 things. Demand is steady, and agencies are leaning harder on vendors who can show evidence, not intentions. Now, the trends nationwide are clearly pointed towards a major digital pivot that is supported by a large volume of spending on operational backlog. So now let's break it down by region, starting on the East Coast. The East Coast is balancing strategic digital investment with complexity management. Transportation and infrastructure contracts remain a stable spend here, as the region needs to maintain and upgrade its aging transit networks with intelligent systems. So states like New Jersey are prioritizing digital delivery for educational and public programs. So expect scopes that are in this area to ask for learning management systems, multi-channel content delivery, and real-time dashboards that prove engagement and ROI. Heading down to the South, they are leading with a digital-first strategy. They're investing heavily into technology to scale government services fast, driven by significant population growth. So on the infrastructure side, they're expanding highway capacity and tackling major road repairs to support development. In the state of Alabama, it shows that there is a great need for digital tools to handle complex admin and compliance work across the wide service areas across the state. Expect scopes in the South to require cloud-based case management, automated compliance tracking, and vendor portals that cut manual processing while keeping audit trails intact. Heading over to the Midwest, they are driving operational efficiency through digital tools. There goes that digital tools again. This is a clear buying signal for technology that connects rural and urban offices under one system. So for example, the state of Ohio has an opportunity for security guard services, and this contract in particular shows investment in public safety, pairing physical guards with monitoring, access control, and IT that is managed by different security systems. So expect scopes in this area to require integrated platforms that combine digital and physical surveillance, incident reporting, and real-time communication across multiple sites. And finally, on the West Coast, they are focused on high-volume digital service delivery. They're making massive investments into IT that is in place to handle complex public services like permitting and public health. Infrastructure spending emphasizes systems resilience and future-proofing. So think smart transit and disaster-ready infrastructure are at the top of their list. So if we take a look at the state of Hawaii, they have an emergency bus and paratransit contract that is active right now, and they're looking to integrate technology with essential services through dispatch, routing, and real-time monitoring. So expect scopes that require adaptive scheduling software, GPS fleet tracking, mobile accessibility features, and backup communication systems, just in case there's some disruptions in the area. And now we're heading into our Dear Abby segment. Dear Abby, what vendor system or agencies do you recommend registering with first? That is an awesome question, and I will always tell you guys the same answer. Start with your state. Every state has a procurement portal that is free as far as I know of today. And that's where you're going to find a great amount of your state and local opportunities. That's exactly where they get posted. If you want to know more about the state procurement portal where your business is registered in, you want to subscribe to this channel, because our next series is going to be us registering your business live in this community right here on YouTube. So make sure that you're subscribed and turn your notifications on, because we're going through all 50 states, starting with the state of California. So going back to our question, I don't want you guys to spread yourself thin across every portal. When I tell you there are hundreds, probably even honestly thousands of portals out there, you will become overwhelmed. Start with your state, and I would pick 2 to 3 portals that align with your exact lane. Make sure you set up your profile correctly and completely, and monitor them weekly. Most of these procurement sites send you emails with opportunities that are linked directly to the profile that you set up. So you want to make sure your profile is complete and concise with the exact work that you do. And always remember, we want to produce quality over quantity. That is what always helps you to win. If you want clarity on your next best step, feel free to take our government contracting readiness assessment. And if you want access to our hand-selected contracts that you can bid on right now, join us in our Under Contract Academy. That's it for this week on This Week in Procurement. Remember, opportunities are everywhere. I'm Souffrant, and I'll see you next week.